to get too far off the path. And it's a little late, I know. These properties are basically going to help us as we get into tomorrow and into next week of solving the equations with logs. So far today it's gone through real fast. No one's had any real issues. It's a lot of little tricks of things that make sense as you go through, because it all boils back down into the log base b of 1 equaling 0 and log base b of b equaling 1. One quick story though. Yesterday when you guys were talking about three properties, first one to look at is called the product property. Product stands for multiply. So if you start with the log of base b of two values being multiplied together, you can split apart the logs. Okay? You can split them apart as the log base b of u plus the log base b of b. Now the reason that you're able to do that, or the reason why you want to be able to do that, is sometimes if you have something like log base 2 of 8x, you can do log base 2 of 8, but you can't do log base 2 of x. It allows you to simplify things out. It'll allow us to solve equations as we go. Okay? Let me show you an example of what this looks like. We'll give you a couple of them and then go back and forth. So if I'm saying just for real easy, log base 2 of 3x. And I'm going to do what's called expanding. Expanding logarithms is to write them out as multiple logs. Condensing logarithms is taking multiple logs and write them as one. Okay, so that's the two things we're working on. Excuse me. Log base 2 of 3 times x, that's multiplication between the two. You agree? Just rewrite it as log base 2 of 3 plus log base 2 of x. And you're done. Because you don't know what the log base 2 of 3 is. Do you? You could, but I don't want to do that. It's too much work. 6. All right. Because 2 to the 6th power is 64. Ooh, I schooled you. Like that bird.
That was like the nerdiest thing.
It was, wasn't it? It's not really. Sorry.
No, sorry.
That's what the nerdiest part. And the kid just covers his answers. He learned.
So let me show you what you can do with this in terms of simplification then, after you expand. Here I have log base 3 of 81, x. Once again, it's 81 times x. We're okay with that? So I'm going to rewrite it as my log base 3 of 81 plus the log base 3 of x. Can I rewrite 81 as a base 3?
Yeah.
What is it?
3
to the 3 to the 4th. Because what's 3 squared?
9.
And what's 3 squared? That's where you get it. So I'm just going to erase it real quick and write it as 3 to the 4th. Are those two bases the same?
Yeah.
What happens then? And the 4 drops. Correct. So this would be a simplification where you can just get 4 plus the log base 3 of x. This will allow us eventually, if I had this set equal to some other numerical value, to move the 4, exponentiate or raise 3's to 3, and do some stuff.
That didn't even sound like a word.
It's not. I'm just making stuff up as I go. All right.
Hopefully they sound a little bit like a word this time.
It's fantastical. Yes, ma'am.
Why is the 4 not an exponent?
It's no longer an exponent because one of the rules that we talked about the past couple of days was that when you have the two identical bases, the exponent comes down. They, for lack of better terms, cancel one another out. Right, because it cancels. It's like it's an undoing operation. Since the bases are identical, this is a base, this is a base, this just falls. That's all. It undoes it. Okay? That's your product property. So, we also have quotient property.
Wait, what was the other one called?
Product property.
It's right there.
Quotient is for division. So all you're doing here is just rewriting it with subtraction between the two.
Why are we using U and V?
I don't know.
The UV rays.
Dang, 0 for 8.
Actually, I think it's 7 for keeping count, though.
Yeah.
Math, sorry.
No, because he got that one joke about the shark.
That was
makes-
6.
No, that was
That was
already
6.
at 6. That made 7, and now it's 8.
No, you said that was 6 jokes. And that was
1 plus 2 plus 2. He already has
1 plus 1 plus 2 plus
1 plus 1. It's 8. Trust me.
1. Prop, you see that? That was timing.
Destruction of school property.
What? I am having a great day today. Thank you for asking. You guys are all on track. This is the robot voice you can choose on your park test if you like. They will say, Sandy has 17 apples.
Sammy has 17 apples. This will somehow help you in life.
Wait, hold on, wait a second. This just makes everything better. Every time I see a math word problem, it looks like this. If I have 10 ice cubes and we have 11 apples, how many pancakes will fit on the roof? And the answer, purple, because aliens don't wear hats.
That's the park test.
That's your park test, ladies and gentlemen. Good luck. Once again, let's say it's just log of 3 over x. If I say it's log of 3 over x, if I want to expand that, first of all, what's my base? How do you know that?
Standard.
It's a base 10 system.
So you just get log of 3 minus the log of x. Okay? If you want, that's fine. Not a big deal. It's not a problem. If you do too much of 10s, you'll wind up like me running out of 8.
Yeah.
It's not that.
It's like 4.
I'm sorry. Oh God, it's one of those days. Anyway, log base 2 of 8 over x. Once again, you'll start to see how you can, as you expand these, you can simplify. Knowing that you have an 8 and a base 2, could you rewrite that right away?
Yeah.
So this would simplify out to becoming a log base 2 of 2 cubed minus your log base 2 of x. Your final answer would just be
3 minus log.
That becomes 3
not that bad, is it?
No.
Last one of the properties is called a power property.
Oh, is this when you have
I
a
see your
logarithm
point.
to a logarithm?
No, it's just exponent. When you're dealing with the power property, it just means your value is raised to an exponent. So if you have log base b of, what do they use, u to the n, so it's log bun. That's kind of, it's kind of bunny.
Still made worse than all the
So it's not as good as perk, but whatever. So it's n times the log of base b of u. Okay? What this looks like is, this is the one that gets a little tricky if you're not careful about reading the question carefully. Sometimes when they put multiple properties together, you'll see parentheses, sometimes you won't. Just gotta be careful where you're looking at. This one would just be log of x cubed. If I want to expand that out, it becomes
Oh yeah, 3 log x. That's the number.
3 log x, 3 log x. See how they roll. See.
Hot cross buttons. Log button.
log on your 4 for 3.
Log, 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 log. A log, a log, a log, a log, a
Not
log,
logging,
a
Rich,
log, a
log.
log.
I want to make fun for that, but I did that with triangles. I feel like
Don't. All right, so let's mix all these together, and you get to start doing, we'll do this one first, and then we'll go back to numericals. So now you can start to expand monomials. So we have log base 2 of 7x cubed minus y, or divided by y. Notice how you've got multiplication, an exponent, and division in this case. right? So, do you see parentheses where the exponent is? So what is the only thing that has the exponent? Good. As you go to expand this, it's log base 2 of 7, then what? Plus 3 log base 2 of x. If you want to rewrite it as just log base 2 x cubed and then go back and do the next step, that's fine.
Wait.
Minus,
Log base 2 of 1.
that's all it is. That's it, guys. That's it. Can't simplify anything out of that, it's just going right out of monomial. You're rewriting, okay?
What if there's multiple properties? Is it all the properties?
Yeah, they're just all mixed together. There's not like one generic rule here that this is always going to be. You've got your product property, you've got a power rule and quotient. It's all built into one. It's not like every problem's going to have multiplying, every problem's going to have division. It's going to be doing all of it at the same time. Okay. Now, yes?
Does it matter what you do first?
Yes, go in the order of what you read, like you normally do, left to right. What you also can do with these is work numericals. We can just do these one at a time, or 2 at a time, excuse me. And this is where the simplification comes in really, really handy to solve when we start solving equations in the next day or so. So we start with the log base 3 of the quantity 3 times 9, which means it's a product, thank you, a product property. So I rewrite it out, and I have log base 3 of 3 plus the log base 3 of 9. What's log base 3 of 3? 1. Log base 3 of 9. 2, isn't it? Because is it 9 3 squared? This is where you start looking for your bases to be the same and rewriting them. Because now you have log base 3 of 3 squared, so you have your power, the exponent rule where the exponent drops, you wind up with 1 plus, which is?
3.
Okay. What's 3 times 9? So what is log base 3? 27. 3. Because 3 is, or 27 is 3 squared, or 3 cubed, excuse me. Whoa. There's a couple of ways to do it. I'm trying to show you the different ways of setting these things up because in some instances it can be quicker to go one way versus another. All right. Same idea with the next one. I have log base 2 of 4 to the 5th power. This tells me to do 5 log base 2. Can I write that as 2 squared? Or you want to just leave it at 4 for right now? We'll leave it at 4 for right now. Yes, sir.
You're going too far in this one, the one before. Is the final thing the log base 3 is 27?
No. I was just saying that this could be done this way and you'd have 3 to the 3rd power, and you still get 3 for an answer.
All right.
I'm sorry, I didn't finish that out. On that one there, how do you rewrite a 4 as base 2? 2 squared. So what's log base 2 of 2 squared? 2. So what's 5 times 2?
10.
Could you also have done it this way? Right off the top and gone 2 to the 2 times 5? Log base 2 to the 2 to the 10 is still it's magical.
Never use that term again.
Okay.
It's a bit bad.
Log base 5 of 1/5 to the 3rd power. I want you to see the difference now with the exponent. It's the whole fraction to the 3rd power. Do you agree? Yeah. Now, I'm going to go the long way on this one to show you how this works. I'm going to go the long way here. 3's got to come out front. You agree?
Yeah.
I'm going to put a bracket in because I have a quotient property, which means I'm going to have 2 separate logs. You okay on that?
Yeah.
So I have log base 5 of 1 minus log base 5 of 5. What's log base 5 of 1? 0. What's log base 5 of 5?
1.
What's 0 minus 1? What's 3 times negative 1? Isn't 1/5 5 to the negative 1?
Yes.
So this is the same thing as log base 5 of 5 to the negative 1 times 3.
So
It's the same thing. Everybody seeing how it's the same property?
Yeah.
Okay. It's a nice little trick because, like I'm saying, the more we get into these things, the easier solving equations will be because you're going to be using these little change of base little ideas all throughout. Nothing changes then. We've been expanding. If you condense, if you're going to condense, you're going to take multiple logs and write it as a single log. You're just working in reverse. You're moonwalking. I tried, the door got in the way.
I'll open it for you. Honestly.
No, I've been trying to be really nice to you. I'm building
Be
your
mean
confidence
to
up.
me, please.
No, that's not nice.
I'm
I'm a
like,
kind person.
I'm mean to you, so you be mean to me.
Mr. Murphy, you say you're a kind person, but then you go out and you go on a tirade against the park.
Whatever.
What about they need money to feed their families?
Pearson, the people that make every single textbook in the country need money.
I'm waiting for a day when you wear one of those like really horribly colored shirts. Not quite as
What's wrong with my shirt?
Just look what you're wearing now.
Thank you. I like French fries. Thank you. I appreciate it.
It's for friends.
It's a joke.
I know.
We did that in the third hour because someone did that to me. Like, what?
It's not gonna be as good now. I have to wait until it's like out of nowhere.
We'll wait then.
I'll get there, don't worry.
Addition between all of these, what does that mean in terms of the properties?
Multiplication.
So your final answer is?
Log 4 of 5xy.
So that's it. Okay. Going to the next one, notice how you have a 1/2 log x minus log 4. Is there parentheses around both those logs?
No.
No. So does that mean that they both get the exponent?
No.
No. Correct. Only the x is going to get the exponent in this case. It's a subtraction symbol, which eerily looks like a... So you have log base 10 of some fraction. Well, what goes in the numerator?
Square root.
Square root of x, or x to the 1/2, either one is fine by me. Over 4. You're done. There you go.
Wait, can you leave the What? I didn't do anything. Okay, I'm gonna make it.
Tear.
I'm saving all my really mean jokes at your expense for later on.
Numerical.
You still insult his teeth.
I want you to condense numerical, then I'll give you some problems too. Did anybody else want one of these? There's a couple left. Really want, right? No, we don't really.
Is this where you fill? Is that like you fill out your preferences and stuff on it?
Do you want it?
Where do you turn it in?
Would have been nice to know. So his winner's like a little because see it.
I don't want to take
You have to
it.
It's like you want to whip everybody in the legs.
I'm not doubting. I'm thinking this test is going to be wonderful. And you guys are all going to excel and get great things.
We're gonna accept the
Take a look. You've got an addition symbol as well as a subtraction symbol, which means you have multiplying in your numerator, subtraction for a denominator, or division in the denominator. So you have log, this is base 10, of 6 times 2 squared all over 3.
I did that. Wait, I actually.
Why is it all over 3? 8? Shouldn't it be just certain parts?
Since you're multiplying, does it matter if it's just this part's over 3 or the whole thing's over 3? So you're still going to do it anyway? Because you're multiplying by a third.
Yeah.
So do you get log of 8?
Yeah.
That's all it is.
So you just write log on the outside and leave it on the outside of the building?
So in this case, you want log 8.
Remember multiply something by the entire fraction equal to 6?
It could, there was a parenthesis. If, let's say there was a 3 out here, then you'd have to go to it all in the third power kind of thing. Get rid of, there's like a couple of these in here we didn't do. So it's 17,
Oh, wait, never mind.
19,
I know that.
yeah, 17, 19, and then we haven't done these yet. It's just a handful of them, okay? I know it's weird, just write weird odd numbers. Okay? So I think 21 starts when you have to do some of the change base formula. We didn't get a chance to do that because we were discussing the importance and the obvious choices you can make about your color contrasting ideas for your park vest.
I enjoyed them that.
It might be one of those deals where you might want to just take a picture of the screen. It might be easier.